so we're gonna talk a little bit about paint. Now this video is for tempera and acrylic, but depending on which grade you are with, okay, you have a certain paint that is only for your grade, okay? Now, here we go. Tempera paint. Let's start talking about that. And acrylic. As you can see, there's two different kinds of bottles here. Now, it might change, but for the most part, they are different, okay? They will be different because one of them is gonna have a pink tape on it, okay? So for this video, I don't have the pink tape because I just changed up the bottles and cleaned them up, all right? But for both of them, they're very sensitive, okay? What does that mean? It means when you squeeze them, a lot is going to come out. So you need to make extra careful that you don't pour a lot out. And I'm gonna go over that in a little bit on what is a lot and what is just a little bit. Okay, so the tops here, pretty simple. These are for 6th grade, okay? They click open and close. As you can see, sometimes they make a little mess, so just wipe that off. With these down here, a little different, okay? These are super sensitive. You squeeze just a little bit and it comes out very fast, all right? So be careful. They have all different kinds of colors here, and there is no pink tape on them, okay? Next, aprons. I would highly suggest you wear these. Actually, I think it should be a mandatory because they will protect your clothes, all right? The aprons are great. You don't even have to tie them the way that they're set up. You just put them over your head, put your arms through, and they should be absolutely fine, okay? Roll your sleeves up and you're ready to go. All right, let's go up here. Next thing on the list is the mess mat, okay? My suggestion with the mess mat is that you take from the bottom, okay? Now this one's kind of, looks crooked there. I prefer you to put them in like this way, okay? So take from the bottom because the bottom will probably be the driest. The top tend to be a little bit wet. You take these, you put these underneath whatever you're working on, okay? And by the way, you'll be probably at this table, all right? Yes, it's, for only paint, but I want the tables to remain clean, all right? Okay, onto the drying rack. The drying rack is where you're going to store your wet things, okay? Now, as you can see, right now, it is quite clean. If you come over, do not panic if you are missing your stuff. At the top is something called dry work. So check there first before you panic, okay? Because sometimes, periodically, I come and I clean it off because some people need space. And I'll just put everything up top. All right, moving on over here. All right, so these are containers that are gonna hold your paint, all right? Now, here we go. First things first, this is not for acrylic and tempera, okay? It says watercolor is for watercolor only, okay? They're in there, that's not how you're gonna use them. Off limits. Okay, wax and magazine, all right? For practice and practice only. You'll use the magazines, okay? Because they're coated, they're fine for like the first time using your paper, and that's really it, okay? What you do, these are boxes. Open up a box, okay? Put it in, fit nicely, and you put your paint on here, okay? This is nice and sturdy, you can take it with you. When you're done, you take this, throw it away, okay? What I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna be checking these periodically to make sure that I don't see these in here, okay? You can save these, by the way, for the next day, but it will start to get an oily residue around here, okay? But when you're done, you clean the box, return it. When you're working on your focus project, now those tend to be a little bit longer, you may use wax paper, okay? These last a little bit longer, okay? With the wax paper, you write your name on the bottom when you're doing your focus project only, okay? These, of course, kind of tricky to get out, all right? If I see these sitting here for a few days, I'm going to check and be like, hey, you haven't used it, go clean it out, all right? So this is for focus, that's for practice, okay? And how much paint should we really be putting? Okay, that is an enormous amount of space, okay? You don't need a lot of paint. You can come back 1,000 times, all right? And by the way, the amount of paint you want to take is the stuff that will get done in the next like 20 minutes. Don't take green unless you're going to be using green, okay? Don't say, oh, well, I'm gonna use green at some point. No, only take the colors you need, okay? That's it. And yes, you can always get more, absolutely fine, if you use up all the space, all right? Plus, the small amount of paint will get you going a very long way. All right, let's put that away. Next. Hi. Water containers. All right, the water containers. So in here, all right, I'm gonna hold it this way. You are not gonna be filling this up to the top, okay? This was really meant for low amounts of water, okay? Kind of like puddles. I like puddles. They're cute. All right, and the different sections are gonna have different things. Top one is your wash. All right, so I'm gonna grab my brush for time. I'm gonna wash my brush because it's got these groovies. I can get all the paint out. Kind of tap it off. All the, the water comes off. And this is my rinse. Tap it off. Your brush will be clean, okay? You have the wash and the rinse. What is this one? It's clean water. It is so nice to be able to have the opportunity to have clean water because you might need it to, take a paint and make it a little bit thinner. You might need it to help spread some paint, like blending between one another. Not cool to use, a different, muddied up water to do that. So, wash, rinse, done. If you need to, paper towel is great to clean off the rest, okay? So that's that. All right, that is pretty much all of those, all right? Now on to the brushes. All right, so as you can see, the brushes here are super organized. The only thing that, that might change by the time you see this video is this word is gonna probably turn to filbert, okay? Yeah, filbert is a name. I used to call it curve, but you guys can handle it. All right, fans, go with the fans, okay? If it doesn't look like this, it doesn't belong. Flat, ready? Flat top. Very easy, flat, flat, see? Okay. Filbert, I got nothing for that. It's a curved top, okay? It's the curved top. Angle, you got it. It's an angle. Last one are rounds, all right? All different kinds of rounds. You need to keep these nice and separated. Oh, you can kind of see, look, see? Somehow this one escaped, okay? That one is really dirty, actually. I'm gonna wash that. We got an escapee filbert, all right? Okay, so our next thing is gonna be about washing. How do you wash up? All right, so I'm gonna end this video because I gotta move and get my hands available so I can show you how to make sure you clean up everything. Other than that, okay, let's learn how to wash. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna learn how to wash a brush. It is not that hard. And by the way, it's not hard to actually rinse out a container, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to rinse out a container and I'm gonna show you how to wash a brush. First of all, water, okay? So we have two settings. We have warm or hot and we have cold, all right? I'm gonna give you a huge tip. The warm water will wash things so much better, okay? And the other sink, over there, okay? It's same thing. It's got a hot and it's got a cold, all right? So first, we're gonna start off with turn on the sink. Genius, right? I know, this is like crazy, okay? Pretend that this is a dirty brush, okay? You can do a couple of things. You can go like this and it will get nothing off and then Mrs. Smith will be very unhappy and then all of a sudden we'll get brushes that look like this that have been destroyed because we have too much paint on it. Okay, or you actually wash it, okay? What you do is you take your hand, okay, get it wet, and you just wash it like this. Reshape the brush. That's it. Super easy, okay? And you put it back in the correct spot. So, goes there. Your containers, okay? Watch. Oh, it's super hard. There we are. And if you need to, you can take another brush, and you can kind of like rinse it out. Look, it's clean. Miracle. Okay, you put that back. When you're done, You will know when you are done because the sink is empty and everything is all cleaned up. There's no mess. Not even your hands. See? Beautiful. Last but not least, after you dry your hands, because more than likely they're going to get wet, do you know where this goes? I want to show you where this goes. Ready? Whoop. You see that thing right there? Now you're done.